Do you think urban legends are just stories? In China, they are rules for survival. If you see a red envelope on the ground, don't touch it. If you hear your name whispered in the dark, do not turn around. And never, ever sit in an empty front row at the theater. These are the 10 darkest legends from the Far East that will freeze the blood in your veins. We're starting with number 10, but stay with me until the very end, because the final legend will reveal a horror that might be happening behind your back right now. Number 10, the last bus to Fragrant Hills, Beijing. Midnight falls on the streets of old Beijing. The wind moans through branches, a hollow, rhythmic ring. The last bus, number 331, begins its nightly slide, gliding through the fog with no one left inside, the driver and the lady conductor alone in the gloom, until two shadowy figures emerge from the tomb. An old woman and a youth, silence is their bond, until the bus reaches the darkness beyond. Two men by the roadside wave, seeking a ride. The driver hits the brakes, opening the doors wide. Three board the bus in robes of ancient thread, from the Qing dynasty, with faces of the dead. Their feet are not visible, they hover off the floor. The scent of rotting water leaks through the door. The old woman screams, "Boy, get off this bus fast. That man stole your wallet. The shadows have been cast." She drags him to the pavement, into the freezing air. "Son," she says, "look at their legs, there's nothing there. They have no feet, they are only the wind. Had we stayed inside, our life would have dimmed." The next morning, the bus was found in the deep. Three corpses inside, in an eternal sleep. In the fuel tank, not a drop of gas was found, only fresh human blood, where the lost souls are bound. Number 9, the Hello Kitty murder, Hong Kong. In a dark apartment block where dreams go to die, three men spun a web under a blackened sky. A young girl, a debt, a price she couldn't pay. Locked in a room as the light faded away. A month of pure agony, screams lost in the wall, until the neighbors heard nothing at all. When she drew her last breath in the dead of the night, they thought they could hide from the coming of light. They took a doll, large and painted in white, a Hello Kitty face, a welcoming sight. They opened the head, removed the soft wool, and hid her skull inside, a secret so cruel. A neighbor's young daughter saw her standing there, a ghost in the hallway with no face and no hair. Today in that building where the concrete cries, a mouthless doll smiles while a human soul dies. If you see a toy following you through the hall, it's her spirit trying to break through the wall. Number 8, the braided girl, the University of Hong Kong. By the lotus pond, where the moonlight is shed, there is a path that the living should dread. A student was walking, his mind on his books, when he saw a girl with the loveliest looks. A long black braid, swinging down to her waist. She wept in the shadows in sorrowful haste. "Miss," he said softly, "can I lend you a hand? Why are you alone in this desolate land?" She turned around slowly to face the young man, but he saw no eyes, no mouth, and no tan. Instead of a face, just hair and bare skin, smooth as white marble, with no soul within. In front and behind, just a braid, long and black, no face to be found, and no way to go back. They say she jumped from a train running fast. Her braid caught the iron, her face didn't last. Now she haunts the campus, searching for eyes. Beware who you meet under lotus-filled skies. Number 7, the water ghoul, Shui Gui. The water is green, as still as a grave, but in the deep muck, there's no one to save. The ghost of the drowned who can never find peace until another soul grants them release. It has no true shape, just weeds and old silt, with long, slimy fingers and a life full of guilt. It doesn't call out, it just waits for your stride. To step in too deep where the currents all hide, it will grab your ankle with a grip like a vice until your lungs fill with water and ice. It must replace you. That's the law of the dark, to become free while you lose your spark. When you see bubbles where no wind is blowing, know that your water-bound funeral is growing. Number 6. The ghost in the ad children are playing, a laugh and a song, filming a commercial where nothing feels wrong. 7 small children in a train, side by side. Through fields of bright flowers, they joyfully ride. But when the footage was played on the screen, a chill swept the studio. Cold and obscene. They counted 6 children when the filming began, but a 7th appeared in the master shot plan. A pale child in the corner, uninvited and grim, with a hand on the shoulder of the boy next to him. His face is all gray, and his eyes are deep pits, staring at the camera as the viewer's heart quits. Soon after the filming, one boy met his end, taken away by his new ghostly friend. Never count children as they play in a ring. You might count a guest that the shadows will bring. Number 5. The Shanghai Vampire. In the 1990s, fear froze the street. Shanghai was trembling from the cold and the heat. Tales of an old man in a cape black as ink, or a scientist pushed to the absolute brink. In a secret lab where the blood was transformed, something escaped while the city folk dormed. It isn't a man. It's a beast that must drain the fresh human blood from a neck and a vein. Children were led from the schools in a pack, while the vampire waited in the alleyways black. They say it fears garlic and water and light, but no one has seen where it sleeps in the night. Still, in the corners where the lamps do not reach, people hide their throats from the blood-sucking leech. Number 4. The Dragon Pillar, Plaza 66. In the heart of Shanghai, where the glass meets the sky, they built a skyscraper, lofty and high. But the pillar in the center refused to take hold. The earth swallowed it up, or so we are told. Machines would all snap, and the concrete would crack, as if a dark spirit was pushing them back. They called for a master, ancient and wise, who saw the great dragon through spiritual eyes. He sleeps neath the city. You've woken the beast. You must give him a gift, or the work will have ceased. The pillar was wrapped in bronze dragons of gold, but the legend says bones are within the deep mold. A sacrifice offered so the tower could stand, a human soul buried in the heart of the land. Number 3. The Red Envelope, Hongbao. You see a red packet lying there on the floor. Your heart starts to race, you're wanting for more. But stop, traveler, do not touch that prize. It isn't a fortune, it's a curse in disguise. Inside is a lock of hair and a name on a shred of a girl whose parents want her married though dead. If you pick up the envelope, you've agreed to the right to marry a bride in the dead of the night. She will come to your bed when the lights fade away, cold as the winter and rotting in gray. You'll become the spouse of a ghost that won't leave, with a life full of shadows and a heart meant to grieve. In China, the dead marry those who still live, to take back the breath that the world wouldn't give. Number 2. The Ghosts of the Forbidden City. The walls are of crimson, lofty and old, hiding the secrets of emperors and gold. A guard on his patrol, in the flash of a storm, saw a vision of terror in a beautiful form. Women in silk, with crowns made of light, walking through walls in the middle of night. They had no shadows, they moved without sound, to a rhythm of music that rose from the ground. The iron in the brickwork, when the lightning struck fast, recorded the spirits and the souls of the past. The walls are a tape that the thunder will play, as long as the rain washes the sunlight away. Do not stay there when the sun has gone low. The dead will come closer than you ever should know. Number 1. The Hungry Ghost Festival. The 7th month comes. The gates open wide. From the dark pits of hell, the demons will glide. They are hungry and lonely. They wander alone, forgotten by kin and the world they have known. Burn the spirit money. Give them something to eat, so they don't look for food in your home or your street. Don't swim in the ocean. The water is theirs. Don't whistle too loudly. They'll hear all your prayers. If you smell incense smoke in a room that is bare, you know that a spirit is standing right there. The front rows are empty in the theater seats, reserved for the ghosts from the dark, hollow streets. Respect the departed, for the month is their own. The world is their playground, and you're just alone. For when the hell gates finally slam shut and lock, make sure you're not caught on the wrong side of the rock. That's all for today's journey into the shadows of the Far East. I hope these legends gave you a new perspective on what might be lurking in the dark. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to join our circle. We have many more mysteries to uncover, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay curious, and remember, some stories are told to keep us safe, while others are told as a warning. Until next time, don't look back. Don't look.